Talk about a star-studded event. Husker football fans are fired up for April 13th, the Charlie McBride Fun Raiser for kids. You know, our guests are going to be there. Heather Murtaugh and Danny Noonan. It's good to have you both here. Hi.
Hi. How
Welcome
are
back.
you? Thank you for having us.
This event, I'm reading up on it. The concept sounds great. Describe that to our viewers and then also add some context to how it came to be.
Okay. A friend at work, John Vavida, he came to me, I don't know, over 4 months and kept saying, Heather, I need your help with this fundraiser. Can you help me with this fundraiser? Can you help me with this fundraiser? And I kept saying, no, because the last few years I'd been really sick, went through a divorce, been married almost 30 years, you know, those things. So one night I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about how fortunate I have been, how insulated my whole life I've been with support. And I went to him and I said, all right, we're gonna do a fundraiser, but we're gonna do it for St. Bernard's and St. Phil's. And he looks at me and he goes, why? And I said, well, St. Bernard's, all my aunts and uncles, my dad has 10 brothers and sisters, and they've all come through there. My cousins, best people in the world will do anything for you. And then St. Phil's, where I grew up, I mean,
the places that shaped you and your family.
Exactly. So he said, okay. So he did all the backdoor administration, got the okays, rounded up these poor people that said they would help.
Arm twisted.
No. Trisha Rump, Brian Rump. They're not Catholic. I've never met them before.
They just said yes?
Yes. Paula and John had worked with them with the fundraiser with Ron Colley, and they said yes, and thank God they did.
How did Charlie McBride get involved?
Okay, so this is
No
funny.
offense, Heather, but what about Charlie?
Yeah, we're coming to this. So John had, Odious Lee is one of John's friends, and he got his number from Odious, and he called Coach. And Coach is, who are you? What do you want? And John told him the concept, and he stops them and he goes, now, what's this for? And he goes, well, it's for kids.
Yeah.
And he goes, okay. And then he got real quiet and he goes, so, you want me to come to Omaha, have my former players come and make fun of me? John goes, well, yeah.
So it's a roast.
Yeah, it's a roast.
Hey, Danny, I don't want to spend too much time talking because, I mean, this is about the event, and I wish to goodness we could chat for another hour or so. But Danny, you played for Charlie.
Right.
And we've got a cool piece of video, but before we get to that, what was it like for you? Take us into that experience of being a black shirt at such an important time in the program where fans still speak about it like it was yesterday.
Right, you're right, Mary. I played with Coach McBride from 1983 to 87, so 4 years. And he was more than a coach. I mean, he really helped shape all of his players' lives. You know, as an 18-year-old freshman, you come in and you know, you kind of wide open and you don't really know what to think about college and the program. And he really knew how to motivate players, both positively and also, you know, if players needed an extra push, he would help them. But he was really one of those coaches only come around once in a lifetime. I've been really blessed having great coaches, Coach Osborne, Charlie McBride, Coach Landry with Dallas, Jimmy Johnson with Dallas. So I've had a lot of coaches, and Charlie by far is an outstanding coach. And any of the players that played for him would do anything for him.
I want to take a trip down memory lane. We're going to watch something. We're going to kick it off with Danny in this video piece, but then you'll also see Coach McBride. Take a look.
Everything else stands still. You know that you are that much better than the guy. It gives you chills when that happens, and that's what a black shirt is conditioned to do, is to go out there and know that you're the best and not expect anything but winning.
When that ball snapped, and the first guy that gets that ball on that other football team is going to think the whole stadium fell in on him.
Fakes a handoff to Troutman, and it's in! And hit for a loss by Grant Wistrom. What a big play by him!
We were down in Oklahoma State, and both our teams happened to go to the same movie theater. One of their running backs, after it was over, came in our bus. And he stood there in the front of the bus and said, there's not a guy in here that can take me one-on-one. And Neil Smith stood up and said, I know, maybe we can't, but 11 of us can. And he left the game with +7 yards, and he was an All-American.
They hand it off to Thomas. He comes left, and he's in further trouble. Hello.
And they stoned him.
Nebraska goes to 6-0.
Wow. So seeing all of that, Danny, you're not the only Husker who's going to be at this event on the 13th. Who else is coming?
So we're having Coach Osborne is going to be there, and we've got the Kelsey brothers, Chris and Chad. Kelsey are going to be there. We're trying to get Broderick Thomas and Neil Smith. Who else do we have coming?
Mike Knox
Mike
is
Knox,
coming.
yep, Mike
Jason
Knox is-
Peter.
Jason Peter, right.
Christian was going to come, but because it's Easter weekend, he couldn't come. Jack Pierce, Mark Mumford. I mean,
and it's a roast.
It is a roast.
It's a roast, yeah. It's a roast, but like Heather said, it's benefiting kids.
Yeah, I get that.
Anything that benefits kids. I've got 5 of my own, 6 after tomorrow. So
Yep, all right.
anything that
Danny.
benefits kids, I'm in it.
Yeah.
And it's a great cause. And Charlie McBride,
Yeah.
if fans want to come and get autographs, things like that,
Yeah.
it's a great event for them to come do
Well,
that.
what a rarity to be able to see him and hear from him, because it's been years
Yeah.
for a lot of
Yeah.
fans.
Exactly.
you
And
know,
they'll
that he
hear a
moved
lot of
away.
inside stories that maybe you wouldn't read in the paper that they'll get a chance to hear and interact with the former players.
That's
Yes.
so cool. If you weren't listening closely and you heard what Danny said, his wife is having a baby tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's their 6th child. So we're glad the interview worked out the way it did.
Exactly,
And
yeah,
we'll keep
yeah.
our fingers crossed for
Yeah.
you guys tomorrow.
Thank you.
What's the best way to get tickets? We were looking at the Facebook page there, Heather.
The Facebook page is there's a URL. Go right on, click it, buy your tickets. If you're interested in a corporate table, you can call St. Bernard's, you can call myself, you can go to St. Bernard's or St. Phil's website.
That's a really cool opportunity
Yes,
too, to be
yes.
able to fill up a whole table.
Yes.
Here's the information, the Charlie McBride Fun Raiser for Kids. It's on April 13th from 7 to 10 o'clock at A View on State. And of course, this is a fundraiser. It's not just a fun sporting event, but this is a fundraiser
Yes.
supporting kids, specifically getting technology into those schools and supporting tuition aid. That's where
Yes.
the dollars will go. Heather, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for
Great to
having
see
us.
you. And Danny, we'll be keeping you guys in our
Yes.
thoughts
Yeah, thank you, Mary.
tomorrow.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Thank you. Comedian